Hey, did you know that the world is rotting? We are destroying it. We have been for a while now. How can you not know? How can you not understand? So many people living in poverty and fear. So many people give up their rights to their own hatred. My brothers, sisters, and non-binary friends, my black friends, my Hispanic and mixed friends, we have all been overcome with the great loss of President Obama. Everything is breaking. Civil war is upon us. Our riots and the burning of the flag, all of it is causing our demise. We do not ask to be put on the earth, and we do not know where we are headed. So you would think that you would try to make the best life possible for yourselves. And I understand the frustration of not being heard. I've never felt heard. The first time I ever felt heard was when I was 14, and I am now 15. I always fought through it with violence. It never worked. We need love to combat against hate. We cannot fight fire with fire any longer. Our country is divided. The world is divided. Our earth is going down. It's illogical to hurt someone else because they hurt you. However, it's instinctual. Because over the generations, violence has been ingrained in our hearts and in our pasts. We always fought and won with war. However, it only served as an excuse to permit violence further. All I want is to lead my community to happiness through peace and kindness. It's not impossible. It's up to us, our hearts, our attitudes, and our minds. To be focused and stay focused on what we can do instead of what we can't do. I am all too aware of imperfection. We all are. You see it all the time. This world is designed to exist and simply to exist. It does not exist for you or I. Because when you think of all the people out there and how many planets there are, we're the only planet with life on them. It is a privilege that we are living here. But we all strive for our perfect life. Mine being a world of peace. And I understand it may take many more years to do so. When you think of how perfection is ingrained in our minds, it's astonishing. Those videos called satisfactory videos, it's all down to the fact that we crave perfection. You ever wonder why you look at some things half opened or half empty and want it either all the way empty or all the way closed or full? It all comes down to the perfection, the cleanliness, from which we don't or can't find in ourselves. Therefore, we need other things to be perfect in order to distract ourselves from the fact that we are not perfect. Another example is a haircut, quick fades, anything along those lines. If they need to be tight, they need to be not messy. And people, we have gotten so used to perfection that when we see someone different who's gay or bi or trans or non-binary or black, anything that has not been the norm for decades, we become irrational, full of fear and full of anger and confusion. And lastly, after that, we truly start to decompose as people. Because people are supposed to love. People are supposed to hold. People are supposed to love who they like, dear to them. But I see Trump supporters who have no idea what it's like to be discriminated against, hurt those people. And at the same time, I see Hillary supporters burning flags and signs and assaulting people. What needs to happen now is reform. What needs to happen now is change. We cannot fight fire with fire. Somehow, some way, we need to find a way to bury the hatchet and meet somewhere in the middle between Trump and Obama. We all know Trump's agenda. That's his agenda. We all know Obama's agenda. That was his agenda. But what's our agenda as the people? What's our agenda? Okay? We need to stop so that our children of the world do not think that it is normal to stop serious issues with serious physical and mental abuse. We are all going to die one day, and whether or not you think it's Judgment Day does not matter. What matters is here in front of you, your kids, your friends. that you have cast away because of who they support. We need to join together as Americans, as people of this country, and as people of this world, of this earth. So now tell me, did you know? Did you really not know that this world was rotting? Because I think you knew. I think all of you know. I think sometimes it takes one brave 15-year-old to come out and lay it all down on the table. I think that people who are not going to try their hardest should not try at all. At the end of the day, we're all humans. And at the end of the day, we all matter. So at the end of the day, why in the hell do I see people, especially the minorities, not support other minorities? Like, why do I see some of the Black Lives Matter movement not support the LGBTQ movement? And it's not all people. But we all need to join. We all need to join if we want what we want. And what we want, what I hope you want, is peace. Like I do. I don't know your agenda. I'm just guessing here. But it makes the most sense to me. And maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. Maybe I don't know a damn thing about what I'm talking about. I'm just sharing what I wrote yesterday at 3 a.m. in the morning because I could not take anymore how much this election and how forward that it is that this world is rotting. And it's not the world's fault, it's ours. Because like I said again, we do not deserve to be here. We just don't. The way that we act around others, no matter who put us here, no matter if it was God or not, or like some sort of scientific phenomenon, if we can't get our shit together and help each other, and it's just gonna be in war, then what does it matter if we live? Like, what does it matter? Why are you putting your hatred and anger before love in something that's so easy to connect? And why is hate and love two halves of the same whole? Because it's so easy to love, but you can just as easily hate. Just like blue and red. Got blue, completely opposite of red, but they both mix together to make a beautiful purple color. It's not how it is with love and hate. It's just not. But, yeah. I think that sums it up. Let's just live. Okay? Let's just live and be happy. What's the big deal? I don't know. You tell me in the comments.